Alright everybody, this is going to be a video about my LINCON POWERMIG 255 XT, I believe it is, that I had picked up used off Craigslist for $1,000. Thing wasn't set up right when I bought it, but there it is. There's a tank I got for it.
Really?
Profax regulator. It's got all these knobs on it, adjust your voltage infinitely, spot time, burn back, running, 2-step, 4-step trigger. It runs on 220, and it's got a little compartment inside where I can keep another regulator and the cap to the argon bottle, and a little tray for just random shit. That is my Quincy 325 air compressor that I bought and went through. And we'll fire it up. Alright, here's the setup of the inside of the LINCON 255 XT. Uses a max track wire drive system. The drive rollers are 0.35 thousandths and 45 thousandths. It's got an adjustable tension. It's got your metal thickness gauge up there, which you can use as a starting point. I got a roll of, I believe it's 0.35 thousandths, in weld or some shit I bought at my local welding store. It works alright, but I prefer to use LINCON wire. I started welding with a stick welder, and that seemed to work the best. Was the LINCON Excalibur 7018 rods. When I had got the welder, I had to go completely through it and dust it out. I had to change over the drive rolls. When I had bought it from the guy, I had drove like an hour and a half out to get it, and I tried welding with it and it was spittering and sputtering, and come to find out, he had the drive rolls in backwards, and I could tell right away that the wire was slipping and that he had the wrong tip in the MIG gun because it was way too short, and it was some junky brand tip that he had picked up at his welding supply store. So that was the issue, so I took a gamble on it. I knew it would work when I got it home, and once I threw in a new contact tip and changed the drive rollers around, it worked fine. Alright, so I'm going to make 2 passes on the scrap steel I got over here to show you guys the weld that this LINCON 255 XT will do. So, let me fire it up. I have it set on a 320 inch per minute wire feed speed at 20.8 volts.
Yeah, but I just don't know, like, it'd be nice to have like a lead for like one of these. Right, we could get like one.
Alright, I had to turn the welder down to 20.4 volts because it was just burning crazy, and you can actually hear the difference. Oops, sorry. From dropping the voltage, it's got more of a hiss sound to it. And by the way, I'm running Stargon gas, 2575 CO2 argon. So the machine is capable of spray transfer, but it's not going to spray on that gas that I'm using. So that weld right on the very bottom was at 20.4 volts, 320 wire feed speed. Middle one was 320 wire feed speed at 21 point something or another volts, and the top one was, I think, 20.1 or 2 volts. But yeah, it lays a nice looking weld. and I haven't welded in a couple months, so it's been a while. Normally I can do a little nicer bit of a weld, and I've also been drinking, so I feel like that's pretty good for drinking for 5 hours now.